معلوماتك انسان فيك تجي اقري واشكولها let's go لله let's go لله قلبي كان All right, all right, all right. What is up, Wanna Go Fitters? I am your friendly neighborhood belly dancer, SaLydia. Welcome back to Wanna Go Fit Belly Dance Fusion Boot Camp. It's been a while because we have some stuff going on, but we are back and we're ready to kick it into high gear for the summer because we try to get summer ready. All right, so this is a belly dance fusion class, so it's very beginner friendly. I break down the moves and things to very, very digestible, small movements, right? And then we just add on to it as we go throughout the class and throughout the week. So you have every Monday this month to build on your skills. Now, if you are an experienced dancer, I do have some elements that we're going to add on to these basic moves, okay? And then you can use this to drill your foundation. Okay, because foundation is very, very important if you already know what you're doing. So for my beginners, don't worry about it. You can't get everything at first. Just really focus on the stuff that, the moves that you actually like, and then go from there and build on those, and then strengthen the ones that you don't quite get at the time as we go on, because we will review the next class. Okay, so if you miss something or you still need to practice, you can practice at home, and you can practice when we come back next Monday. Okay. All right, so I want to go ahead and get into our warm-up. We've been doing this warm-up for a while, so I'm going to keep the warm-up the same throughout. I usually switch more warm-up up so we don't get kind of bored, but I want everybody to be familiar with the movements. So we're going to keep the warm-up the same from last time and then from now on, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started, right? Get you all loose and goosey, and then we'll get into belly dance positioning and then belly dance movements. All right, let's go. So we're gonna start off with our warm-up. And I do use both Middle Eastern, Arabic, African, and Western music. So we're gonna dance pretty much everything so that you can kind of widen your horizon, but also dance the stuff that you're familiar with. All right, so this warm-up is probably gonna be familiar to some of you, okay, who are music lovers. So let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, baby. Good. Just like this. Same footwork, arms up and down. Up and down. It was uncool to love me. Believe a mistake without a now arms side to side like this. Side, side. I am the fool you call me, 'cause I will stand to maintain. All right, you want to get into just a regular side step? Side step, roll the shoulders back. I'm ready to love you, forever. Now roll forward. And individual, whichever way you want to go. Good, big arm circle, we're gonna Warming it up. Good. Good. Keep going. I'm going to see a lot more of this. Here we go. Yep, we're going to up. Smooth it. Point the toe if you can. Keep it going. Now we're going to do another hip circle. Start going all the way around. All the way around. And all around. Good. Stretch it out. Good. Bend the knees. Back to bend the knees. Back to bend the knees. All right. So that was just kind of get the body to warm up, not too dancy just yet. Keep bending the knees, okay? So we're gonna get into our basics. Today we're gonna focus on our hip lifts. So what I'm doing right now are actually very soft hip lifts. What you can see is when my leg is straight, my hip is up, and then when it bends, it goes down, right? And then the other side goes up because it has to straighten. So this is what it looks like a little bit closer when I straighten my leg. So it's up, right? And then when I straighten it out the side, it goes up and it drops, okay? The way to get your hip movements to actually be more developed, right, is your belly dance positioning, okay? So what's important, especially for the hips, is to tuck in your abs and pull your tailbone down, right? So what this does is it protects your back and it helps isolate just the hips. So if you're doing your hip lifts, right, it helps you, keeps you from bouncing, yeah, and it keeps your upper body from moving. For those of you who have the experience, this is just the explanation for the new people, okay? So we keeping our knees bent. Our knees are never like this. You're always slightly bent. You don't have to squat, right, unless it calls for it, but slightly bent. Pelvis in, tailbone down, and that way we isolate the hips. Shoulders are back and relaxed, which lifts the chest by itself. You don't actually have to engage your chest. The shoulders back. And so this actually isolates the upper body. Okay? And here. Feet are flat unless we're moving. So we're doing flat hip lifts. So for stationary movement. And then only come up off your heels if we're moving, right? So, for example, if we want to do a hip lift that goes forward and back, we will be on our toes, heel up. Regular hip lifts will be flat. Flat hip lifts, regular hip lifts. Flat hip lifts, regular. Okay? Again, for movement, up on the toes. Okay? All right? And then, yeah, for that. And then for shimmies, you can do a flat-footed shimmy, or you can come up on your heels for a more dramatic movement. It's up to you. I'll go over those things as we go on, but let's get into our first one. We're gonna focus on our knee bends and our hip lifts. All right?
معاكم دلوقتي أوكا وأورتيجا.
So ready? Well, nice and slow. We're gonna squeeze. Other side. Good. We squeeze to make it nice and sharp. Again. Squeeze. And then other side. Nice and sharp. Feet flat. Bend the knees. All right, let's go a little faster. Hit. Relax. Back to the medium speed. Bam. Up. Hit.
مش هنقول تاني سنة جربينا على الأفراح واللي سابنا من زمان من فانوسنا كان كسبان بعد ما كان عايش فرحان دلوقتي قاعد تعبان
Ground it. And go left. Left. Get a little faster. Good. Other side. Slow. Squeeze up. Push to the ground if you have to. Push. Squeeze. Yeah. Good. Back to the flats. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Good. Other side and good. All right. So again, the differences between those two hip lifts. This is nice and stationary, and this is really, really good for accents, right? And this is also going to prepare us to do our shimmy, because the shimmy is driven by the knees. So either flat or heels up. The other hip lift, right? We have this foot here free to give us a little bit more movement. All right, and we'll get into that. All right. So first, we're gonna do a variation of another hip movement. Right, we're gonna do hip twist. So instead of the hip coming up, we're gonna go forward. All right. So I'm gonna explain this because a lot of people like to twist their knees in. Right? This is not dance hall, it's belly dance, so we isolate. So make sure your knees are nice and soft, your pelvis is tucked in, and you want to twist only your hip, right? If you're ending up twisting your knee, pick your foot up off the ground and then do that. Because with your foot flat, you're gonna end up injuring your knee. So if you can do the twist, flat-footed, fine. If you're ending up feeling like you're twisting your knee, pull your foot up off, your heel up off the ground and twist. It's okay if you lean to one side. It's better you do it to one side than to injure your knee, okay? So grab some water. All right, take a breather. Then whenever you get into your belly dance position, you'll be ready to do our twist. We're gonna start off slow. So this class is very introductory, right? We're gonna start off slow in a lot of the songs and then we'll speed up. All right, those of you who need a challenge, it's coming, it's coming. So we've done this song before, and so if you know it, when we slide and do whatever move we're into. Okay, so this one's gonna be slide and twist. All right, so let's focus on our twist first. Soft knees, nice and slow. Forward, 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 forward. And then it's okay if right now your upper body is moving. That is totally fine.
Let me know what it's gonna be.
Good. Keep those abs engaged. Now speed it up. Now just for fun, let's have a bounce. We gotta work out our legs. All right, we're gonna slide. We're gonna slide this way. Slide and twist. Again, and twist. Other side, and twist. Other side, twist. Good. Let's focus on one side. Twist, twist. Over on this side, heel up, twist, twist. Good. Switch and.
I'll be done if it's with you. Where we going, baby? What's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon.
Good. Other side. And front, other side. And switch.
what they gon' say?
And switch.
Chop down, spending money, anything.
That's tight.
And switch. Sunrise, we'll be on it.
And switch. When we slide, pick a side, whatever one you want. Here we go, here we go. Again, ready. Again. Good.
I need a big cage.
Right here on the side.
In the egg, bro.
Relax.
Booty all out, cooking bacon. Orange is the ice you be drinking.
Other side. Keep it nice and gentle. Don't jerk the twist. Twist. Keep the abs engaged. Now back to the middle. Add that drop.
Drop it, give me 50, girl. Drop it, give me 50. You smile when you see me tripping when you miss. You go home, be close, on your neck, on be a hit. I ain't gotta do so much, I know what you skip. I ain't gotta know astrology, I know no vibe. It's the moment you let with your mind. I ain't getting out of apology when I'm behind.
All right, on this side, let's go.
What they gon' say? Put the top down,
now alternating. Here we go. Hey, get it. Other side. Slide.
Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
Get that drop. Good. Nice little breather before we get into some more movement. Now that twist is really good. They kind of just like give you an alternative means of moving your hips. But we are going to use our twist to do our ab workout. So we might go just a little bit faster than the next song or in another song. So just keep that in mind, okay? So if you need to, take a breather, grab some water. Okay? All right. I just had to make sure. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to take those hip flips that we learned and we're going to move our hips just like I said we would. So quick explanation and we're going to get right into it because the song is fast and then we have to do our ab workout. All right, so we're up, heel up, right? Pick a hip. So our basic hip lift here. Okay, so we're gonna go to the front. So you twist forward, just like we did our twist and slide to our song, right? Twist forward and then hip goes up, up, then you twist back and it goes back, back. Okay, or you can do it like this. Twist, twist, step back, boom, boom. So for beginners, boom, 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 boom. For my people with a little bit more flexibility in the hips, boom, 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 boom. Front, front, back, back with the twist, or front, front, back, back with the step. Okay? Either way is good, and beginners, intermediate, professionals, masters, they do both because they both are really good accents for the hip with the heel off the ground as a hip lift. Okay? So we're already doing different variations of hip lifts and we're only in our third song. All right? So everybody ready? Because we're gonna do it. So we're doubling in the front, double in the back. And then when it's single, I'll let you know because that's where the challenge comes in when we gotta speed it up. All right? Here we go. It's time to party a little bit, just a little bit. All right, don't forget your belly dance conditioning. Tuck, down, knees. Here we go. We're gonna go. Lift, lift, back, back, lift, lift, back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. The other side. Here we go. Front, front, back, back. Squeeze it up. Squeeze back and up. Squeeze it up. Speed it up. Here we go. Front, front, back, back. Other side. Front, front, back, Good. Now we're gonna go single. Front, back, back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Front, back, front, back. And other side of the nose. Relax. Now we're going to add a twist to the front, 2 twists to the front, 2 lifts to the back. We're gonna go slow. Twist, twist, and left. Twist, twist, left, left, twist, twist, squeezing the back, moving, twist, twist. Other side, twist, twist, left, up, twist, twist, up, up, twist, twist, up, up. Here we go, fast. And twist, twist, lift, lift. Other side. Just one. Twist, lift. If you can. If not, just do the lift on each side. Here we go. Twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift. Other side. Here we go. Hey. Good job. Go back to the floor. Here we go. Front, front, back, back. Good job. Definitely after that, grab some water because we gotta do our absolutely favorite ab song. And we've been doing this ab song for years. So if you've been with us since 2019, yeah, 2019, and all that, we've been dancing to this one for a while. So it's a jam. So if you end up just dancing, totally fine. Make sure you squeeze your abs while you're doing it. That's all I'm asking. Cool beans. All right. So this is what we're going to focus on for this. So we've gone to the side and to the side. Now we're going to go front. So this is the tuck. We're going to tuck. Squeeze in with the abs. Do not use your lower back to tuck. I know if they put your back into it, whatever, don't do it. Abs. So all abs. Pelvis tilting up and in. Squeezing the abs in. In, 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 in. That's what we're focusing on for this, right? If you can't go very fast, keep it nice and slow. Keep the abs engaged. This is actually going to help you stay in your belly dance positioning. If you're having trouble staying with your tuck, this is going to strengthen the abs so that you can. All right. And then we're going to do double lifts, but we're doing stationary lifts this time. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're just going to do some twists to get those abs nice and tight. All right, let's do it.
Play this record as frequently as possible. Then, as it becomes easier for you, play the record once a day or as needed.
Tuck. Nice and slow here. In, out, in, out. So we're not going to push our pelvis back. Drop in the pelvis. Or we're not pushing it back. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, release. That's it. Circle it if you can. Jimmy. Keep it nice and busy. And I'm going left, 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 left. Now if you can't do it fast, keep it in simple. We're gonna switch it up. Here we go. And now let's go to one side. Here we go. Keep the other side. In the middle. And then drop. The other side. Shimmy. Now we're gonna get back into the tub. Back into it right here.
Most cities, the mellow, quite a nice fellow.
All in the front, nothing in the back.
They have the rhythm and I have the rhyme. So then ahead of that one more time. It works out and then they work it in. Tony has done
Speed it up again. Good. Good. Back to the double lip. Start on this side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hit. All right, check it out. Woo. All right. Here we go. Good twist. In the middle. And take it out. Hey, good job. All right. So awesome. All right. Cool. All right. All right. Grab some water. Woo. All right. So we are going to slow it down just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? And do arms, body. And then we're gonna get into our leg workout. So this is good, it's kind of in the middle-ish towards the end for the leg workout because I don't wanna do too much and it's really short. That's gonna be fun. So let's work on our arms. So we're still in our belly dance position down below the waist, down to the hips, right? And our shoulders are back and relaxed. We are gonna pull our shoulders out of positioning to use them though, okay? So just really work on getting the motion of moving our arms. If your arms aren't free, that's okay. What I want you to focus on is rolling your shoulders, all right? And the movement stems from there. All the rotation in the shoulders, and your arms will follow eventually. Everybody with experience though, right? You know that you rotate your arm, the elbow goes back, wrist, hand, right? Nice and pretty. Keep it above your diaphragm, right? Keep it nice and pretty, unless you're doing it to accent something. We're going down, and then of course we're gonna go up. Everything stems from the shoulders. All right, let's get into it. Slow song for the most part, but we're working on this.
Yeah, that's for up to you, baby. Take this out.
So we're gonna start off with just moving the shoulders forward and back. So forward, forward, forward. Sit up nice and straight. Don't lean back, don't lean forward, unless you come forward. Start going faster. Go faster. Shoulders back, back. Just the shoulders. Don't worry about the rest of the arm. Now the rest of the arm if you can. And let's connect. Right, left, right. Whichever way you're going. All right, take it out. Forward and back with the shoulders. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. A little faster. Now a shimmy. Back to the shoulder roll. Roll this one arm. We're just going to focus on the side. Roll it back. Relax other arm. Back. And back. Let's connect. Side, side, side. Bring them up. Now bring them down. Punch the shoulder. Hit, 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 hit. Faster. Shoulder shimmy. Relax the arms, and we're just gonna roll the wrists. Breathe. Breathe. Now roll the wrists in, 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 in. And back to the shoulder punches forward, 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 and back, forward, 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 forward. A little faster, forward, 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 forward. Keep it here. Now shimmy. Arms is just a thing where it doesn't get easier, it just gets more tolerable, in my opinion. Some people love to do arms. I don't know those people. But is it worth it? Absolutely. All right, so now it's time for our leg workout. We're gonna combine our shimmy that we've been doing, right? Back and forth with the knees, jiggling a little bit, right? We're gonna combine that with a basic leg workout, which is the squat. So I try not to go back too far, right? So we go down, booty back, all right? Don't lean over your knees, and then don't have your knees in front of your toes, right? So you can go down as far as you can, or you can go halfway. You can do a full squat. Please don't, because it's a lot, because we still have to actually dance, right? So booty back, right here, chest forward, right? Don't have the knees go over the toes, right? We're gonna squat. We're gonna squat and we're trying to move our hips at the same time, right? Get a little bit more dynamic with the leg workout. Yes, it's gonna hurt. Sorry, not sorry. Then we're gonna do our walking squats. If you have a resistance band, do it. Do it, do it, do it. We're gonna do this every class because the stronger our legs are, the stronger our shimmies, the longer we can hold our shimmies. Okay, we're gonna do it every class. All right, ready? Let's do it.
Real hot, girl.
All right, start with the shimmy. Feet apart. Here we go. Down, up, down, up. Hold. Shimmy. All right, side. Step. Step.
They still wanna know we're making it. Acting like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back. See me in that dress and he feel like he almost tasted that. And then I'm heated up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up. I'm present when I'm absent. Speaking when I'm not there. Carry cat like Colin Carroll.
Shimmy.
Body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada.
Get those squats. Here we go.
Body crazy, curvy, wavy feet, yeah. Little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy feet, yeah.
And shimmy.
Yada 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 yada.
Good side.
They believe they gon' lick it if it's me. All my pictures been eating me through the quarantine. Yeah, I'm everywhere. How much as you could tell. Any got big from years ago is beefing by herself. And we took a trip on the real creep tip. Yeah. Rule number 1 is don't repeat that. Rule number 2, if they all came with you, they better know exactly what the they came with. Body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada.
Squat.
Crazy curvy wavy feet, yeah. Little waist, body crazy curvy wavy feet, yeah.
And hold it.
Yada 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 yada.
All right, take a break.
All right.
Keep it going.
Took me home, hit me home, with the penny home. I could build a house for all the brick I got. Yeah, been a lifetime trying to get this high. And if I had too big, I could make that.
Last
high.
one.
I'm not the one to play with, like a
Shimmy.
yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada.
Squat.
Crazy curvy wavy feet, yeah.
Let's touch the side.
Crazy curvy wavy feet.
Watch it.
Long waist, body yada 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 yada.
Woo. Woo. Again, that's another one of those workouts where it might get a little bit easier because it's legs, but definitely gets more tolerable. All right, we're going to stretch that out. All right. Grab some water if you need to. Okay. Woo! All right, so we're gonna do one more song, okay? And it's just gonna be a combination of everything we've done so far. All right, so hip lifts, stationary, and heel up. We're gonna do twist, right, shoulders, and everything else. At the end of the class, I'd like to give you a choice of what you want to focus on. So at the end of the song, you choose which shimmy you want to do. You start off with a very slow staccato version of your move, speed it up, and then when you hear that, you'll hear it. It's time for a shimmy. So again, start off with a very slow staccato accented version, speed it up, and then hit the shimmy. Again, with the twist, start off with a very slow boom, boom, accent hits, staccato, and then hit that twist. Whichever you choose to do, okay? Or you can follow along. It's up to you. Either way, I'm gonna end up probably like dancing to the song because it's a good song. Of course, shimmy is just like body, but that's a leg workout. All right, so our last song of the day, and then we're gonna cool down, and then that is it. All right.
What up, Nelly?
Just have some fun with it.
Talk to him.
Bring it up.
Run it all, man. Pull it to the club, get the head right. I do this shit every night. You can call it
Other side. Left.
You can't choose on 60 tight. She be shaking that tail like. but girl, let's roll. Let's roll. Oh, let's roll. I'll go anywhere you want.
Good. Let's go to the flat list. Flat list.
Take me to the country. Show me where you from. I said, Shawty, you gon' love me, and we gon' have some fun.
Speed it up. Here we go. Here we go. Here goes the shimmy.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gon' have some fun. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Good. Great twist.
Shawty messing with the pro now. I'm a pro now. I'm the who, what, when, where they go down. Sold out. From the front to the back.
Other side.
Hold down. Got the game on the go route. I'm the black time ready in this. I'm the go now. Shawty, I'm so wild. Hard lands, I'm so
Twist drop.
Twist. We just met, but girl, let's roll. Let's roll. Oh, let's roll. Let's roll. I'll go anywhere you wanna go. Let's go. Oh,
Shoulder.
to the country. Show me where you from. I said, Shawty, you gon'
Faster.
we gon' have some fun.
And faster. Shimmy. Twist. Good. Pick one that you're gonna do at the end. I'm gonna do this in flips, obviously. Follow along with the shoulders, twist, whatever you want. All right, ready, hit it. Hit.
We gon' have some fun.
Here we go faster. Hit. Release it and shimmy.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gon' have some fun. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We gon' have some fun.
Good job. Oh my gosh. That was fun. Yeah, we may do that next class. So I guarantee we're gonna do body next class. May do that one too. We just incorporate everything that we did in the first part of the class to the end because I was fired. It was my first time dancing to this song, so it's a big deal. Of course, I want to leave you with the cool down because I definitely want you to warm up your body and power it up, but then I also want you to bring it down. Okay, so it's not too much of the stretchy stretch and things like that. Just kind of just slow it down instead of just standing here. And it's like shooting the breeze and things like that. We do want to actually try to cool down your body. Okay, so we're gonna start with some breathing. And then we'll go into the body. You can stay in your belly dance position. You're gonna inhale, arms across, go up. Exhale down.
ديما كيش بالوقت جامدني حيت الداني كسر وديما هزا كرابي واخا تزيد وانت مسيح كتابي صارت مالي بانا هو فين وانا فين يا ليلا يا ليلا يا ليلا يا
Opposite direction. First, arms up, cross. One more time. Shoulders back. And 4. And cross it.
Ili walk on the beat, they walk on the way from the beat, far away, then I start there.
And side.
I'm quick, follow me, I'm not touch family, that they do, they don't make me stop in them, yeah, Ili.
And 4. Nice and slow. Circulate hips. And up. Good. Awesome. If you need more of a stretch, please do stretch a little bit more. You definitely have to stretch your quads and your hamstrings and things like that. Calf stretches for sure, right? So we did do a few things up on the ball of our feet, but it wasn't on both, so, but still. Okay? Stretch out whatever you feel like is a little tight or a little bit sore. It is going to hurt when you stretch it a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay? All right, and that is all for now. Okay, I'll see you next week with another focus. Next week, we're probably going to focus on drops since we did lifts. Okay, and then we'll do some variations of drops and more shimmies, and then another step movement. Okay, we're just going to incorporate everything, but we're definitely going to review at least one thing. Okay, yes. I will see you next week. This is your friendly neighborhood Belly Dancers. It's good to see you. I'll see you next week. They ain't go the way with me. They ain't go the way with me. Even when your shoulders are